your comment.
This is a but.
Hello, guys. Welcome to Double A. This is a podcast with Amber and Arianne, and join us in our technical difficulty hours. We have been trying to go live on Facebook since 9/11. It is 10:27 p.m. Central Time, and we have a jacked up way of being viewed, but our viewers can see us, and we are stressed. Nevertheless, we will smile and get through this Sunday fun day. So,
Ooh, one of them nights.
it is a crazy day, but hey, at least you get to see Arian's face. Because other than that, you would only see my face, and I feel like you should be able to see both of our faces. So I wanted to get Arian more into these lives. So what I explained to our Facebook listeners is the same thing I'm going to explain to our podcasters. Here we do our Sunday fun days as a free talk chit chat. We don't have designated cases for this day. So what we do is we talk about anything, any new unfoldings of previous cases, if there's any new information, or we just find something interesting to talk about. Last Sunday we had an interesting conversation about, you know, the signs of a serial killer. What else do we talk about, Ariane?
We had talked about attempt. Well, we talked about your weird case that
That was
I
the
got
first
upset
day.
about.
Oh, we talked about secret societies.
Oh, we did. That was the very first things we talked about.
We had a lot. Today, I wanted to start off. I really want Aryan to kind of like lead this discussion, but I wanted to mention something. Tomorrow is my birthday. I will be 18 again.
Don't let her lie to you guys. She's gonna be 46.
Okay, for real, though, for real, I'm not ashamed. I'm going to be 31. You know, honey, I am 31 and fine. I'm fat as
I'm
hell.
still in my 20s.
But I'm fine as hell, too. Anyway, so what I want to do for my birthday was let you guys know that, honey, yes, July the 27th is a holiday, and it will be observed. Not just because it's my birthday, but it literally is a holiday. I looked it up. So this is what I want to give y'all today. This is your 411. So the holidays and observances for July the 27th. Honey, it is Christian feast day. I don't know what the hell that is, but we feasting on that day. It says the Arettas, which is Western Christianity, they do it. The Eurelias and the Tilias and the companions of the matures of Cordup, whoever the hell they are, we eating too. Marius, Plantamelion, and Sergius, whoever the hell they are, they eating too. And the Plantaleon, whatever, I am totally screwing these names up because I don't even know what the hell origin they are. But we all having a feast, baby. The 7 sleepers of Ephesus. Now that sounds sexy because I sleep. And guess what, y'all? In Finland, July the 27th is National Sleepyhead Day. Honey, that day was for me. It was made for me. Thank you, Mama. And whoever Theobald of Marley, whatever that is, that's on that day too. And it's called the Blessed Titus Brandsma. Whatever the hell that is, y'all. Y'all have to fill me in. Because your girl don't know nothing, but it's just the true Queen's holiday. It's my birthday. Now, it's also the Eastern Orthodox. Don't know what that is because I don't observe nothing but, you know, I turn a different age. But guess what happened, y'all? It's the day of victory in the Great Fatherland Liberation War, North Korea. Yay, whatever that means. I don't know. But should I be happy? It's North Korea. Mm-hmm. And then there is Iglesia Ni Cristo Day in the Philippines. Hey, you should have known that. Why you didn't tell me that, Miss?
Because I didn't know.
See, when I go over there, I'm gonna be royalty. Whoever this Iglesia is, hey.
They're not gonna know nothing about you.
Okay,
They're gonna throw you some clothes and say, "You American, you buy."
Oh, y'all do me wrong. Can y'all at least give me some lumpia?
Oh, there's lumpia everywhere.
And some rice. Come on. All
That's
right.
everywhere.
So in Puerto Rico, it is Jose Cristo Barbosa Day. Don't know what that means, but I know I'm gonna get some tequila. And then in Vietnam, it's the Nature's and Wounded Soldiers Day. And here in the great old US of A, it's National Korean War Veterans Armistice Day. So yeah. Anyway, July the
So
27th.
that's kind of like, it's not a peace treaty that they did. It's like kind of just a signed paper that they're not gonna
They're not gonna fight on my day because it's
do
a true
anything on the
queen.
United Nations.
It's a true queen birthday.
Someone get me now, please.
Anyway, so let me tell y'all what I did for my birthday last night. My husband and I spent like $300 million on some sushi. I mean, not no sushi. On some, on some crab legs. We had a little boil in here, and we had margaritas, and we didn't go to sleep till this morning, baby. So yeah, we old. But anyway, we gonna hand this shift over to Arianne. Today is her day.
Today is not my day because my mind has gone blank. You guys, it's not even funny. I didn't even know that I was not getting text messages until today. And apparently this has been going on for almost close to a week.
Mhm.
So I don't know anything. Like I had this whole conversation in my head. I actually had a few cases that I was like, okay, these are pretty short, but I decided I probably will do a double feature on Tuesday. So,
Well,
you know,
that you
oh,
might as well.
yeah. So, there is. Okay, so I wanted to um talk to you guys actually about superstitions, superstitions,
Superstition. Very
superstitions
superstitious.
today. And I want to know if you guys believe in them. If there's one specific superstition that you guys
Yeah, that step on your
that
crack
you
and you
guys
break your
are
mama
very
back. My mama got a
this,
back broken right now. She disabled, and I think it's because I stepped on the crack because I didn't believe it, and I was
and all
walking
three of your kids kept on stepping on
and my
crack.
back broke. I did. I saw that crack. I said, "Well, let me step on this," and my mama back thrown out for real. So I believe in that.
Wait, but my back's broke too. Who stepped on mine? Because I don't have any kids.
Honey, my kids probably did.
Okay, so there is actually, I keep forgetting to post it. I'm gonna find it because I believe it's on Netflix. But there is actually a Filipino movie based on the superstition, and I've talked about this before. So there's a superstition where you cannot get married the same year as a um
Oh yeah, we talked about that in our
your,
podcast.
yeah, your main relative, like your brothers, your sisters, and nor can you get married the same year as a family death that you know of.
That's when I found out I was screwed. When she told me that, I said, "Y'all, my mama and I got married 2 weeks apart in the same year. She got married 2 weeks before me, and then I got married the same week that we had to bury my husband's aunt. I didn't even want to do that. I didn't even want to do it at all, but we went through it. When she told me this, I said, no wonder I'm messed up. No wonder my health is like this. No wonder I'm over here half dead. Why you didn't tell me about this before I got married?
Well, first off, I didn't even know
You supposed to be
about,
Filipino.
well, I knew about the superstition, but
Get
it
your
didn't click
face.
in my head because first off, earlier that morning on her wedding day, she got pulled over while
Yup.
I was in the car with her.
We had just got
So,
McDonald's, so we had like all this orange juice and orange flag. But we had a big bag of sausage biscuits, and we was gonna go check the mail. And I was getting pulled over. Y'all, my mom always said that the police jump out of trees, and she did not lie because we went through, was and nobody on the street. Next thing I know, there was lights. So
And
guess
I
what
didn't
I
even
did?
see the lights because I wondered. I said, "Why are you pulling in the turning lane?"
I did, y'all. I ain't never been pulled over before that day. I pulled straight into the turning lane and put my hazards on. He was gonna risk his life that day if he wanted to give me a ticket.
And I kid you not, she started spewing out before he could even get a word in edgewise.
Mm-hmm.
It was, "Today's my wedding day. I'm doing this and doing that." Like, and I'm just sitting in the passenger seat with a whole bunch of McDonald's on
And
my
she just
lap.
looked shocked. Like, what the
I
hell?
didn't. I did. I drove all the way from Alabama at like 5 o'clock in the morning. Drove 2 hours to Tennessee to get there. I was exhausted. I worked the night before.
It was
I did
terrible.
not know what was going on. But anyway, so back to the superstition uh is okay. So if you do get married that same year that someone passes or same year as a relative, um then you bring bad luck to both of y'all's family. Okay. So it's it's different bad lucks, but of course it like intensifies in movies. So the claim is that a lady in white with a thorn like crown or whatever in her head will come and like basically if you see her you're gonna die, or a family member right then and there is gonna die.
Honey.
But a lot of people just say that it just brings bad luck to your family. It's not necessarily death, but it will bring bad luck to you. So, and that also, I kid you not, you guys, that includes um even family that you know nothing of. So say you have a long lost sister,
Oh
a
hell no,
long
she
lost
gonna stay all the way
brother.
over there.
So
Mm-mm.
the movie, that's what the movie was the family, the girl did not know that she had a sister, and they both got married relatively close to each other. And
That's not even fair. That should be illegal in the superstition laws. I'm being honest. I'm so serious.
if only you podcasters that can only listen can see my face right now while she's over there rolling up a purple ball.
I've been rolling yarn since I started this Facebook. Y'all,
I
I
could have
crochet.
sworn that ball was really big just a minute ago, and
That was
now
a whole
it's like,
different one. A whole different one. Y'all, I crochet, so I'm rolling up my yarn so it can get good and ready. Y'all, let me do for my Facebook viewers. Let me do some showing. Look what I made, y'all. This for my future niece or nephew. If y'all want one, this is a Amber exclusive. I will need $30 up front. Okay.
oh my gosh.
All right, back
So
to you, Arianne.
so yeah, comment, let us know, email us, whatever. If you're watching the live, mama,
Then I got called out.
then
And your brother's listening too. My Danny. Let's shout out my brother Danny. Danny. I'm not gonna give last government name, you know, because we don't do that political stuff. But Danny D.
yeah, just just let us know what superstition you guys believe in. I mean, I know of the Bloody Mary one.
You know what, Arian? I really want to bring my mama onto this podcast because she has something that would be so juicy to tell. Okay, Mama, comments. I can't see the comments, so Arian will have to tell me. Comment if you can go live. You don't have to show your face. You can point it up or whatnot. But I want her to talk about experiences like with the ghost, any kind of paranormal. Ari and I were talking the other day, and y'all, I was getting ready to go to sleep next to my husband, and I was listening to my meditation music, and I felt this hand reach around my foot and give it a tug. I jumped up so fast and grabbed my husband so fast because I knew I was asleep and wasn't no kids in there. I even asked all my kids the next day. I said, "Did y'all come in there playing a trick on me?" No, I ain't been in your room. Somebody grabbed my foot and it felt like a little kid's hand. Somebody was trying to get my attention. And I said, if you're not a living member of the Woodard household, you need to get up out my house, grabbing on me while I'm trying to go to sleep. So
I
anyway,
know my
mom,
parents' house was haunted. And
is
they didn't believe me. And I swear, their couch faces the hallway where the bedrooms are. And I kid you not, it goes from my bedroom to my parents' bedroom. But it mainly stays in my bedroom. And so I never felt scared, nor did I ever feel like I was in danger. So I was okay with it.
yeah.
Like you would feel dips in the bed. And of
I
course,
felt that too,
I
but
would
I
be
sage.
I would be by myself. So you would I would feel dips in the corner of the bed, and then you would just see them run.
Oh, okay. So, mom, if you would like to tell your story, we won't have to add you to the Facebook Live. We can actually add you to the podcast. That way, it'll be even clearer on the podcast. So, can you please comment for Arianne? I know that there's a delay in the live, so I'll wait a little bit. But as soon as Arianne tells me that you want to talk, I'll add you, send you a text.
She said the house that she lived in as a child also M6 apartment when you guys were
Yes,
small.
that one I remember that one. There was a church choir that was singing in the shower. I promise you that. And the dishes would wash themselves, but there wouldn't be no dishes in there washing them. You know,
Oh,
there'd be this.
you know about that church in our hometown. Um what it's this small tiny
I'm gonna give my
church.
mama an invite because I feel like she can tell all the stories better. I want her to tell y'all about the stories of the old house that she had when they had brought in a chair.
I brought in a chair.
Yeah, they had brought in a chair.
I know. Okay, so the church that was in our hometown, I remember it because it used to. One of my old high school friends lived very close to it, and there's actually quite a bit of stories, and it was in our yearbook. So what happened was the church had burnt down, and the only thing that survived was um the Bible, and claims were that the further away the Bible was from the podium, the heavier it got. And then there was this small road that was connecting the church into a little part of the residence area, but it's a small little gravel road, and there was a small cemetery on the left. And they said that if you drive from there, at the start of it, you'll see a little kid sitting up on a fence, and then when you drive, he's at the other end.
I've never heard of that, but I didn't pay no attention to anybody or anything in that town.
Yeah, it was in the yearbook. She said she's struggling with the audio, but she said you could smell the sweet bread every morning.
Yeah, and I was laying on the couch one time and I seen heads float above. It was some heads of whoever was in there, but there was always choir singing. It was definitely um black people spirits, and I say that because those are my ancestors. I guess they were singing to me every day, and you would hear the dishes washing. It's like a good, like how your grandmama would get up and do a good
Mm-hmm.
old Sunday breakfast, and you go in there ain't nothing cooked. I'd be mad as hell. Oh, I'd be so mad as hell. I was like 7 or younger than that. I know I was there no, I was like 5. I was in there in pre-K and first grade. I think I was really young.
She said if you guys do this next week, she'll be glad to join and share. So we'll definitely
Okay.
keep notice so she can let us know about what was going on. But yeah, definitely because I mean, so there's tons of like ghost stories and haunted stories. I know there was a mental institution also in Shelbyville, if I remember correctly.
My mama, I think my mama told me about that. She'll probably comment about that. As I believe she told me where the old hospital used to be.
Yeah, I think yeah.
Yeah.
So I
I remember
mean,
seeing her somewhere.
if you like our hometown, you guys is quite small. It's gotten bigger over the years, but it's still quite small,
Ain't nothing special about it.
and it actually has quite a bit of history, but
It's
it's not good history either.
the only thing that matters to people is it's the walking horse capital of the world. Other than that, it's nothing.
I still think
Nothing.
that place. I'm kind of glad I got out. I'm glad I did. But I know, guys, this is the main reason why I do not um do like scary movies, because I have like this
She's a scaredy
really
cat.
I am well that and like my belief is so like high, my superstitious self like just will not allow me to watch
Let me tell
anything
you this,
scary.
Ari. Your mind is the most magical thing that you possess. And once you unlock your true power, you can understand that nothing will bother you unless you allow it. So everything is what you make of it. So if you feel so strongly about something, it will happen because you bring it upon to happen.
Well, that's
You
why
can think
I
it
don't
away.
do it.
Oh no, guys, I'm making her watch these because I gotta make her get
Nope.
used to understanding that it's okay
Nope.
just because you watch it.
Nope.
You have that mind of matter. If you want to invite something into your mind and take over
Nope.
and get possessed, that's on you. But honey, this body, I'm
What
not Christian, but can't nobody get into my body because I saved myself. All
what
demons
I'm
just
bringing to
vacate.
myself are these K dramas and Chinese dramas
I can't do that
and
love stuff because it's
all
so
that.
unrealistic. It is so unrealistic. All that
I am
love
bringing
crap.
all that to me because I swear if it comes to me, I'll be look. I am just glad that my husband cleaned yesterday. I'm this what I'm just
I hear people
happy
talk
for that.
about their spouses, like, and that's how I would tell people at work, like that everybody will just talk about their spouses and everything I hear. I'm just like, y'all husbands don't do this. Y'all husbands don't do this. My husband does everything. Like, my husband is a rock of a husband. Listening to everybody else, I feel like I literally married an alien or something because he's not of this earth. Because he cook, he clean, he caters, he does all that. And it made me realize, listening to everybody, like, why would I want anybody else? If everybody else is complaining, that's what I would get if I got anybody else when I already have the freaking moon and the stars right here.
Yeah, people would fight for that.
So, but he get on my everlasting damn nerve.
You get on his too, I'm sure.
Yeah, but that we're not talking about that.
See,
I know I
this is
do.
what happens on Sundays, you guys, because I will tell you this, we do not have a recap or more stories that happened on her about her podcast, which is mostly what our, additional Sundays would be, is like additional what is it
For
called?
unsolved.
Information, yeah,
Yeah.
that we uncovered. But the problem is we don't even know this dude is real.
Look, we kept researching and researching just to see, like, he's of German descent and you cannot find anything on him. Guys, if y'all have not listened to Thursday's podcast, honestly I think it was the most bizarre one that I had put out because
I
it
think
was
I was the
just
most
weird.
quiet in that one because
Yes,
I kept on staring in space, like at the wall, because I just did not know
it was
what to say.
so it was so good, but it's My podcasts leave you feeling like, what the fuck? Honestly, because there's no ending to what I have to say, or else they would be solved and not unsolved. But his that was just a weird, and then to look at his CCTV photos, and then look at his
Yeah, and there's
death
no
mugshot.
video.
There's no video; it's just stills. But his death mugshot is not. What's the word? Not concur. Not concur. It just is
It
the
doesn't
death
add
mug.
up. It
Yeah,
doesn't
it,
add
it
up.
doesn't match what they said. He died of cardiac arrest, but he did not look like that,
Like, and
and he was
and
naked.
we're not talking about cuts or bruises that may have happened a few weeks before. Like, straight up, these look fresh.
Like he got beat. In my heart, mind, soul, aura, all that, I feel like he is a CIA operative or a German operative. He is of special forces, of the secret beings, and I think that he was forced to kill himself, or he killed himself so information couldn't leak. I feel like he took a death pill, but I think he also got his ass beat. But he was old too. I don't know. He could have just bruised easily. I don't know, y'all. But that case is weird. Look into that case. It's actually a really good case.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
definitely,
crazy.
definitely. But yeah, it's you guys. Definitely listen to the podcast from this past week on
Y'all hear
Tuesday.
my animals? It's that time of the night.
Oh my gosh.
You hear
And
them?
mine's asleep on the couch. He gathered up. I was trying to make, because you guys were on Facebook Live, so I was trying to make my background, which is the other extension of my couch, look pretty. And the blanket was out of the way and everything. And then my dog decided to push it into camera view, but he's not laying on top of it. He's at the other
Lord.
end of the couch, just knocked out of sleep. So he's just being rude at the moment.
Oh, I wanted to let you guys know, if you guys were not aware, um, I had to bring some gloom to our chat because we've been having a fun chit chat. And for those that are just now joining in, it's a real queen's birthday tomorrow. I will be 18 again, honey. And my mama is 19 again on her birthday. But that's just how we do it. But I just wanted to let y'all know now, this is going to be a sad thing that I need to report. But this happened over the July 4th weekend this year. There was a shootout. It was 79 people shot, 15 people were fatally shot. Among the victims was a 7-year-old girl. And this was a birthday party that
Oh,
they
I
were, I mean, not
seen
a birthday
that.
party, this is a July 4th party. And a 14-year-old boy was one of the four, the 14-year-old boy was one of the four that were killed, but the 7-year-old was killed as well. So that happened in Chicago. And let's see, 11 of the victims were minor. I'm just reading this. I had the app the page up, so bear with me. This happened at about 11:35 p.m. in the 6100 block of South Carpenter Street. And four males walked up and started shooting, according to the Chicago's police. The 14-year-old boy was hit in the back and pronounced dead at Comer's Children's Hospital. The Cook County Medical Examiners identified the boy as Fernando Jones. He lived in West Lawn. Three other male victims were pronounced dead, two at the scene and one at the University of Chicago Medical Center. An 11-year-old boy had a graze wound to the ankle. 15-year-old boy had a gunshot wound to the abdomen. They were in fair condition. A 35-year-old man was shot in the hip, the leg, the arm, and the wrist. He was taken to St. Bernard Hospital and then transferred to Stroger Hospital. He was in critical condition. A 29-year-old man was shot in the foot and taken to St. Bernard Hospital, and he was in fair condition. So the 7-year-old girl was killed at a different Fourth of July party, and that was in Austin on the west side. She was playing on a sidewalk at about 7 p.m. in the 100 block of North Latrobe when three men got out of a white car and shot more than 20 rounds in the direction of the people holding the party, a group which included many children. The girl, which was identified by family and the Cook County Medical Examiner's office, was Natalia Wallace. She was struck in the forehead, and a 32-year-old man was injured. So that's my report, and that is the saddest thing that happened this month.
I think I read that. They're also, was it this month? Yeah. I think they're doing doing their investigation on Fort Hood, because of the woman soldier that went missing and now is found dead.
I can barely hear you over Minnie and Pearl. Is it really loud coming through? I have them in the kitchen, and that's all I hear is them on the wheel.
No.
It's so loud in my ear. It's just, and it's just getting faster and faster.
No,
Jack
so
let her go, and she ran him.
yeah, they're doing the investigation on the Army personnel. The girl who actually, no, I think her CO got, hold on, I think her CO got arrested. What is her name?
Okay, I got the chance to look at my mom's comment, so we definitely will be adding her into. She's going to be a guest podcaster next Sunday.
Girl, there were two missing people in Fort Hood. One was of Private First Class Gregory Morales. They found that one, and then the more popular one, dead. A popular one right now is of Vanessa Gullen, and so she had, let's see, they believe that she got murdered by Aaron. Hold on. By Aaron Robinson. It showed Aaron David Robinson. She was allegedly killed while she was in the armory. And Fort Hood has got like this reputation, you guys. This is not the first case of people gone missing and their last location would be Fort Hood doing something. So
we need to look deeper into Fort Hood.
That's what they're doing.
Yeah, I'm so scared to get deep into the things like that because, like I mentioned in the last podcast, the deeper you get into certain things, the more you're gonna get silenced.
Well, they're not gonna. I mean, they're not. There's not a lot of stuff released except for the fact that they are getting investigated deeply. Because, like I said, this is not the first time this has happened. There was actually like a handful of times, which is kind of weird for it to be the same routine. They would go missing. Their last location would be within Fort Hood, and then they would be found dead somewhere like a week or two later.
That's crazy.
So it's like this repeated pattern, and nobody really like says anything about it. So
We gotta go deeper into some of these things that kind of makes me feel like it's kind of taboo, but I need to. I do want to tell you guys, I'm not going to give you a teaser for my podcast on Thursday because I don't do that. Arianne does teasers. I don't because mine are mine are just bizarre cases. If I give you a teaser, it pretty much gives away the case. But I will tell you, not when, but I plan on doing cases from declassified files. I'm not gonna say you when though, but that's the only tease I will give you.
And my tease is I don't know what 2 cases I'm picking because there's like a lot of them on my list, and they keep getting added.
I have a thick pack of paper of cases, and it's literally just of people with the last name that starts with H, and it's like 60 pages. So you might hear a lot of H's.
Yeah, mine's normally in the Asian countries, which is really sad. Because over here we're thinking, oh, these are beautiful countries, which they are. They're absolutely location-wise, they're absolutely gorgeous. Like great amount of resources, great amount of technology, but there's
a lot of more poverty there too.
Mm-hmm.
So I can believe the crime rate will be high, even though it's beautiful. And
the thing is, they have strict laws.
Yeah.
And so it's so baffling on how many cases.
They see these beautiful countries and they're seeing all this technology being produced from those countries, but what they're not realizing is the slave labor on that. Somebody's getting paid probably $3 or less to make your iPhone. So of course there's a high poverty rate, and they've got all these things that they're pushing out: iPhones, Macs, Toyotas, all this stuff that you love. They're pushing out, and they can barely even feed themselves, and you're getting all this. So I can see why their crime rate would be high. I can see that, but not while there's a lot of rapists and your psychopathic killers. But I can see why crime rate would be high.
Yeah, there are quite a bit of like gangs and mobsters, mainly in China.
I want to see me a Chinese mobster. I bet he'd be looking good. Does he have a mustache?
Probably. They probably wear Hawaiian shirts because I've seen that in a lot of movies and stuff. If they end up wearing Hawaiian shirts,
I'm gonna call him El Pablo Chain.
I cannot with her,
El Pablo
you guys.
Chain, what's up?
I cannot with her. I just can't.
That's gonna be my monster. This is our everyday conversation. I told you, keep it real when we do our podcast. There is nothing fake about this. This is 100% our personality. You either like it or you don't, but we're not changing at all. We're not changing it.
I just like yawned in front of everybody, and I'm so sorry. Like,
y'all know how big our mouth is. Y'all that are listening,
I am begging her husband to pull her chair back and make her fall.
He's playing Call of Duty. He's ignoring us.
Oh my gosh, if you guys can just see my face if you're not on Facebook Live.
She loves me. You see how big this ball is and how much more I still have to go to put into this ball?
I can't. I absolutely cannot. And you guys, she's going to be here for 2 weeks, and I don't know what I'm going to do. I will probably be on my own podcast saying, look, this is what I did to her.
Whatever. But you see how this is being woven, whatever. You cannot make an adequate blanket from this without it knotting. So what I do is I spend a good amount of time turning this into a ball that'll roll around and is easier to crochet with. I'm not that old. Do not judge me. Back to you,
Says
Arianne.
the lady that is part of a crochet club. I kid you
We
not.
were not supposed to talk about that on the podcast at all. That was off limits. Off limits.
She could have easily denied it.
But I can't deny that because I don't lie. So yes, your girl that just turned 18 again is a part of a crochet club. If y'all love me, send me yarn.
I had a whole bucket of it and it's still down in Montgomery.
Also, send me adult coloring books and coloring pencils, like the
And
really good ones.
not the kind of adult books, you perverted minds, that you guys
Adult coloring
have.
books. I got this one book and it was like all fuck it and all that kind of stuff, and I gave it to Arianne. I didn't even color it, and she colored all the. I said, "You nasty! You colored all the nasty words. I don't cuss." I ain't never said a
I
damn
have
cuss
no
word in my
words.
life.
I have no words with
I
this.
don't do that. Everybody in the podcast can attest to. I don't cuss. She don't do it. She don't. Even though in every podcast she say, fair warning, I do cuss. She don't really be cussing.
If you guys want to know the truth, listen to the very first podcast.
That was
The
different.
very first one. I think every other word that came out of her mouth.
Okay. In my defense, the very first podcast was super sadistic. I was not expecting it to be like that. So yeah, I went a little sailor on it, but
Yeah, he was
I
kind of crazy though.
I did clean up my act after that, and I cussed a little bit less. But that was crazy, girl. That one,
I know my sister had to stop listening.
yeah, it
She
was.
had to stop listening because she was like, it dealt with kids and what
Yeah,
he did. I just couldn't.
it was hard. Yeah, I was.
It,
That's why I was cussing a lot.
and
I
I
was
will tell
pissed.
you guys this: a lot of our cases is going to be very hard to hear, especially mine, because they are solved. And
Which is why we put
a lot
explicit.
of these murders or killers, a lot of them are still alive and still in jail at the moment.
Hoping that they're getting raped and beat.
So
But that's why we put don't let your children listen to our podcast. That we put explicit on that, not just because I cuss, but because it's a very disturbing cases and they will
very,
follow you.
very like these are cases that are real and you just don't want it to be real. And they're very, very, very real.
Oh, I do have an update on information on one of the cases I did a few weeks back on Bethany Murkowski. She still has not been found. So there's no update on her actual visual.
Oh, the
But
child.
yeah, the 11-year-old girl that went missing, quote unquote, at a mall, but CCTV never showed her being there. And her parents are still not fully, what's the word, cleared of being suspects, but they have no other leads. They have nothing else to hold, so they don't have a person. But she's gonna be featured in this new movie that they're doing about John Walsh. You know, John Walsh, he got very famous for having a son go missing, and then he started
Oh,
the
the one that did the Unsolved Mysteries.
no,
No, not Unsolved. Not Unsolved. Yes, he did. He did Unsolved
no,
Mysteries.
no. He was not doing unsolved mysteries.
The very old one, was he not?
No, girl, no. He was doing. Yeah, you about to Google. I
I
know. Look
sure
at her.
am.
Look at her Googling. God, y'all know who John Walsh is. Mama's fixing a comment for you and let you know who John Walsh is. Because no, I'm gonna wait till you Google it just so you can have your face palm and face palm on camera.
Oh, America's Most Wanted. That's right.
There you
I
go.
can see his face when he would do all these. Okay, yeah, it was America's Most Wanted.
And he always ended with call Crime Stoppers. But anyway,
I
yes.
loved watching those.
Yeah, and he did that because his son was kidnapped. I don't think that they reunited. I want to say
I
he was
don't.
got killed. I cannot remember. I have to look that up. But anyway, there's a movie coming out about all of that, and she's gonna be featured in that movie. And I just wanted to let you guys know that when that hits, as soon as I get information, I'll let you guys know. So be on the lookout for that because that's gonna be a good movie. With all that's a great show. It's sad, but it's a
John
great
Walsh
show.
actually does a lot of crime.
I mean,
Um.
after that, you think about that. The people that have lost their children like that do good. Like in the
Oh, he
case
was
of,
killed. His son was killed.
that's what I thought. Um, in the case with with Bethany McCroskey, the one I did a few weeks back, her mom actually is an advocate. She has a Facebook page and everything for the missing children, and she's talked to the mayor and everything. And like I said in that podcast before, that they've established the National Missing Kids Day here in Tennessee, and I want to say it's March 3rd. So you look back on there. So I noticed a lot of parents that had their children go missing have actually done something for the community since they've been hit at home. They've done something to impact the community, just like the Amber Alert came from a missing child named Amber, and that's how it all started. And which is a wonderful information thing because once a child goes missing and you got what the child looks like, and if there's a car, you're getting it on your phone, whatever carrier it is,
Yeah,
it's
it's an
going across the street.
immediate.
And so things like that, you can make the change. It's just sad that it takes the tragic event, that traumatic event, to make something that should have been in place already. But we really didn't think we needed something like that.
Right.
But I do thank any of those parents that happen to listen. I thank you guys for making that decision and coming up with that and fighting hard for that, because that helps us safeguard our children a little bit better. And as we've been saying in our podcast lately, please create safety kits. Please be vigilant and observant and look around. And we just got to, because these cases just, they have you looking over your shoulder now. As
Mm-hmm.
before, if you haven't listened to any true crime before and we're your first people to listen to, we do not give it to you as hard as other podcasters do. Honestly, we lighten it up a lot, but it's really gory. It's really bad out there, and you would have never known it. You have to pay attention. You have to. That's why I hate going outside at night by myself, because I can't see. I'm blind as a bat.
Yeah, she has me drive, even though I'm blind as a bat too.
Well, I can't drive now anyway. For those of you that don't know, I have a brain tumor, and sometimes I do literally go blind. But night is even worse for me. So now I can't drive. So Arianne can't even say she don't want to drive because she has to now.
But yeah, you and to go off a little bit, but still on the same topic of like killers, have you noticed the husbands that kill their wives or whatever for other women? Have you noticed a lot of their names are Scott Peterson? But
Who
they're
is that
different Scott
name?
Peterson. There's one that killed his wife and unborn child.
No, there was this one guy, and if you're listening, comment, let me know, because I am so bad with names. But there was this guy that was having an affair with a woman, and they both decided to kill their spouses for the insurance money and run away together. Well, they did that, but the guy got eaten up with so much guilt that he ended up confessing.
I don't
I
know.
know y'all remember this. I know
I
it's
don't
like an older
I
white
don't think I
couple.
Of course it
I
would
know,
be.
I know y'all remember this. If y'all don't remember this, then since it's solved, Arian can research it and tell y'all about it. Because that one was crazy.
My sister actually bought me a book of like a book of serial killers, like a big book of serial killers, I think is what it is. Because I was telling her about it. She ordered it from Amazon. So I should be getting it in the next couple days. Hopefully before Tuesday.
Oh,
So I can get you guys.
if y'all weren't on our last live, Arianne was telling you guys about an app we're gonna try to film us doing for YouTube. We're gonna go a lot. I'm gonna be with Arianne for 2 weeks in about what 3 weeks.
I think.
In about 3 weeks, I'm gonna be with her for about 2 weeks. So we're gonna post a lot more. We're gonna go live a lot more, and we're gonna do a vlog for our YouTube. But there's this app. I forgot what the name of it was that I told her. But it's something almost like a geotag, but it's not. It's like a geotag scavenger hunt or something like that. What did I say, girl?
I don't remember. I had to factory reset my phone.
I just remember like so you download the app and you basically put in like what you're looking for. If you want something spontaneous, if you want some kind of adventure, you kind of put it in what you're looking for and about where you are, and it will send you GPS location and you go there. And I tell you, when somebody was telling me, I think it was on a different podcast or on a YouTube, what they were saying, or I read it. No, I read it. It was in a Facebook group. I'm in, I'm in a horror board and people talk. So they got their thing and they went to the location it said, and it was a dead body, y'all. It was a whole entire dead body. So yeah, Arianne and I, we're gonna try to do this. And I got an umbrella I can beat somebody with. But if it's a whole entire dead body, I don't know. But we're gonna try that.
She's gonna have us killed.
Killed it.
Killed. She's gonna have us killed, and it's just gonna be one of those times where, like, we're gonna be walking around Earth.
No, look, my children they're the Ninja Turtles.
Cussing each other out.
We are. But we're gonna try this. When we figure out what the name is, we'll let you guys know. So just know in about 3 weeks, y'all are gonna be spammed with AA activities. We're gonna be bored. But we're still gonna only podcast 3 times a week. So no extra podcasts. But just podcasters, go on to our Facebook, which is facebook.com/doubleacrimefiles. Add us, follow us, and look for our lives. And then go to our YouTube. Our YouTube is linked somewhere on our Facebook and on our actual anchors. Just follow us everywhere so you can catch up with what we're going to be doing in the next few weeks. And then after that, it's going to go back dying down. But just know, y'all are going to get spammed. But for right now, we have nothing further left to say on this podcast. And I do want to thank the people that did engage in our discussion. Next Sunday, our guest speaker is going to be the one and only mother of me. I don't have no other mother but this one.
And second, well, shoot, what mother is she? Because I have 1, 2.
She got a birth mom, an adoptive mama, and some other mamas.
3.
She's
one of the mamas.
But anyway, her name, she goes by Mia. Don't call her nothing else but Mia, and you can't call her mama because I told you can't do it. So she will be with us next week, and we're gonna talk about paranormal stuff next week. Y'all, my husband is back here in the background reading comments on my iPad.
Why does he look like the youngest one when he just did that?
They're twins. I was wondering. I was like, why did this big head come? I forgot that I got Arianne being filmed on my iPad. And
Jay look with that face filter on her, looks straight up like him.
Yeah, that was so funny.
I said, "Oh man."
So if y'all haven't met my husband, he's always in the background of everything. He's always, except for on Tuesdays and Thursdays he works, but on Sundays he's in the background. One day he's gonna be sitting beside me and he's gonna talk with us. One day. One day. All right, so for my podcast family, we love you, and AA will be signing out, and Miss Mia will be joining us next week. For Facebook, we gone off here too because it's 11:21.
Right.
And the girl is still.
I'm about to pass out. I think I've yawned like several times in this thing, and I'm sorry, you guys. We're old.
Excuse you, I'm 18, baby.
Even her, if you guys did not hear that little laugh in the background, that was her.
I'm widowed. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Okay, you guys, we are gone. We will see you guys Tuesday night back on here.
With Arianne, she don't know what.
A double feature.
All right.
Okay, you
All right.
guys. Double A signing out.
Out.